now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our first installment of the Main Street Sports Hometown Heroes segment here on our Main Street Sports Show. Our goal is to bring you up to date with some of the most memorable county athletes of note here in the past decade. And our first athlete today is well known to county softball fans. She's a 2017 graduate of Jefferson High School. And while at Jefferson, she entered the Misha record books for strikeouts in a season and guided her team to a third-place finish in the state tournament. She earned an athletic scholarship to Division II University of Nebraska-Kearney, where she has been a four-year starter for the Lopers. As a junior, she had 8 appearances in the circle through 3 starts and a team-best 2.51 ERA. This summer, she had an opportunity. She was recruited to play in the inaugural softball season of the Florida Gulf Coast League. Her team, the Myakka River Mocs, went on to win the league championship with an overall record of 21-2. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm pleased to bring you Miss Sarah Handrahand. Hi, Sarah. How are you today?
Good. How are you, Jeff?
Not too bad. All moved in your place there back in Kearney, Nebraska, and ready to roll for your senior year, right?
Yep, just got in. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, that's fantastic. How's the weather there in Kearney today?
Not as humid as it is back there, so pretty good.
Well, that's good. Let's hope it stays that way for you. This summer, you had an awesome opportunity to go down to Florida and play in the inaugural season of the Florida Gulf Coast League. Tell us a little bit about what that experience was like.
It was a really great experience. You know, with our season being canceled right after preseason, it's kind of a bummer for a lot of us college athletes in spring sports specifically. And I got this opportunity. We weren't really sure if it was going to happen, and then they made it happen, and we all got down there. You know, there were girls on my team from NAI, did a big Division I, and, you know, it was just all of us love softball, and we got to play softball and, you know, do the thing that we love while having, you know, fun. We were right next to the beach, and, you know, we were just having a good time.
Now, I believe they set you up in a nice hotel with like a suite with other. You had roommates. Is that correct?
I did. I had 2 roommates.
So it was not unlike your college experience, I would assume. You know, for the most part.
No, not at all. Just a little bit more cramped. You know, hotels aren't quite as big.
So your team went on to win at a very thrilling, very exciting 10-9 victory in the championship game of the Florida Gulf Coast League. You'll always be remembered as on that inaugural championship team. Take us a little bit about that through that game, what that was like sitting there on the bench and watching that ebb and flow back and forth in that game.
Yeah, you know, we got a huge lead to start, and we were all super pumped. You know, we came out just ready to win. We had played that team before. That was the only team that gave us losses throughout the season. So, you know, kind of that rivalry going into the game. But we were determined that we were going to win. And so, you know, we got a huge up lead. I think we were up like 7 or 8 to nothing at one point. And then all of a sudden they're coming back, and we're all getting a little nervous, you know. Not that we didn't have, you know, the focus and the concentration to win, but they were fighting just as hard as we were. And, you know, it came down to it. And, you know, not going to lie, we were all kind of shaking a little bit. And we're just really, we weren't pressing, but we were really trying to focus on just getting those last 3 outs.
What was the celebration like there at the end for you?
It was phenomenal. It was, I don't know, it was just pure joy and excitement, and you know, all of our hard work paid off, and just kind of, I don't know, it was a good experience for us all, and we all just enjoyed that.
Well, you all deserved a good experience after what happened in the spring, that's for sure. And I'm happy that you were able to play as all of your fellow teammates and league members. Just the very fact that you were actually able to play, let alone win, is a huge thing given the times that we're in right now. talk a little bit about your junior season, if you would, at UNK and how it was affected by COVID-19. You guys had to stop short, I assume. Talk a little bit about that. You were throwing the ball pretty well.
Yeah, I think coming out this year, it was weird. We got a new coaching staff, so a lot of changes happening in the program. But we came out and, all of us upperclassmen and underclassmen as well, we just wanted to win. And we got off to a really good start of the season. We went 500 preseason, which is higher than we've ever gone since I've been here. And, going out, we came out, I think, 3-1 our first conference weekend. And then we go into that second weekend and, things were starting to kind of pick up with the whole states closing down, things happening out east and a little bit on the West Coast as well. But, we just went out and we kind of played it like it was going to be our last games. And it didn't turn out the way we wanted to those last two games, but we all finished those games up, got on the bus and saw that school was going to be online. Division I sports were starting to be canceled. Division II was canceling, and it was a real bummer, I think, for a lot of us. Our seniors especially had a really hard time with it. That's never a way you want to end the season.
No, not at all. And there's such a toll, and we don't want to make light of it because so many people in the world have been affected. But for what you and I do and follow as far as the sporting world, it's so hard on those seniors, both high school seniors and college seniors, as far as what they went through. Well, let's talk about this now. Right now, as far as I understand, your conference, Division II, they've canceled in all fall sports, and we'll be moving things to the second semester. And I assume that affects your fall softball season as well. What are your goals for your senior season?
Yeah, I want to come out with a bang. I've been working really hard this summer, just trying to get in the best shape that I can be in. Not that I haven't done that in the past, but I just want to come out and really make an impact for my team and throw the ball well. I want to be able to, have confidence when, my team have confidence in me when I go out. And so I've just been doing a lot of work on that end. So.
Well, that's great. And you're still majoring in industrial distribution, is that correct?
I am.
So hoping to maybe have an internship or get a job this summer, or are we moving on to higher education?
Yeah, so I actually have done my internship already, which is a great deal. But, with NCAA canceling sports, we get an extra year of eligibility. So I'm still debating taking that right now. Not really sure how everything's going to pan out, obviously. It's a lot of moving parts there, but I'm not really sure exactly what's coming up, which is, a little frightening, but we'll figure it out.
Well, it's a mystery and it's changing day by day, but hopefully you'll stay in touch with us and let us know what's happening as we like to follow along in both your athletic career and your academic career.
I sure will.
Talk about some of your favorite memories playing softball for Jefferson High School, and maybe some of your favorite players or coaches that you played with or against.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I had Coach Kinley and Coach Rugley, 2 years each, so that was a super fun time. But I think some of my favorite experiences were just, I remember taking the tarp off the field a lot, and the dirt was already really muddy, so we would have to run all of the water off. So there would be a couple of us, and I was usually one of them. We'd run under the tarp with our hands up, pushing the water off. So we would be covered in dirt and mud. And it just stuff like that was a super fun time. We would do morning practices during homecoming week so that we could do the homecoming activities. So we're getting to the field at 6 o'clock and no one's really awake, but we're out there working hard. And, and then one of my favorite rivalries was always playing St. Pius. I love Coach Hallie over there. And, just getting to play them. It was always fun and competitive, but always super light and conversational, and it was a good time. Good memories there.
It's funny a lot of those memories when you look back on an athlete looks back on their career, not really stuff that happened during the game or on the field, but it's all those fun times before or after practices, bus rides, all of those things. That camaraderie is something that you'll always cherish. So So that's my advice for you in your senior year, is to savor all those moments as well. You know.
Yeah.
Well, finally, Sarah, is there any one that you'd like to give a shout out today, or maybe a special word of thanks as far as to how you got and where you are at here in your athletic and academic career?
Yeah, I mean, all of my coaches growing up, notably Coach Coonley and Coach Rugley were huge in my development through high school, and more on the mental side of the game than the athletic side of the game, I would say. It was a different focus with them at times, and they really helped me grow in that way. And obviously, I have a lot of teachers and that really just helped me figure out what worked for me, and it ended up being something that I didn't even realize would be, my career path. And my parents for sure. They're always behind me in my corner, no matter what I decide to do, and then of course all my teammates and friends along the way that just support me and enjoy to play softball with me, and I enjoy playing with them as well.
Well, those are wonderful memories to cherish, and it shows, it demonstrates that it certainly takes a group of people to get any athlete, any performer to a certain level. You've got a support system around you that's really good, that's helped you succeed. And Sarah, I really want to thank you for joining us today. You're our very first inaugural guest here on the Main Street Sports Show Hometown Heroes segment. And we thank you for taking some time today, and have a wonderful senior season.
Well, thanks for having me. Thank you so much.
All right, Sarah, thank you.